What you've got, I'll just draw the Earth here. Something like that. I'll put the Moon in as well. Something like that. And you recall yesterday I was talking about the shape of pi, and that's the Great Pyramid. Where I live in Nell Street, I said yesterday that the 8888.8 mile distance from a solar eclipse that occurred where the pyramid is up in this region around the Earth, but I'll say put it roughly like that, on the 25-degree latitude here, north, round the world to Nell Street. Let's just bring it around, say to here, or rather where I was born in Rothschild Avenue, was a distance of 8880 miles. Now, if we take to where I was born and go straight down, so here's the coast of Australia, goes like that, and I'm born up in Sydney, and if you usually go straight down to the latitude of Nell Street, the distance across there is 537.2 kilometres. And if you recall yesterday, I showed you the King's Chamber from the top view, but now I'll do it from the side. Got the antechamber like that, and then you've got the Grand Gallery, Great Step, goes like that. If you measured from that point there to that point there, it's 537.2 pyramid inches. And you recall I might have said to you, and you probably wasn't noticing, looking from the top, come in to that distance there, take that number, go to the centre of the King's Coffer, and then to the ceiling, times a lunation, which was 29.53052 days, gives you the 31101 number, which is how many verses there are in the King James Bible. And also, if you put 24 in front of it, you get 31101. That number is a Julian day. Now, we're talking solar eclipses, we're talking measuring the Earth, we're talking sacred numbers, we're talking things that no scholar would have been aware of, that this would have been possible to be encoded into the Earth itself, and then the Earth encoded into the Great Pyramid, and then the Great Pyramid to locate where I am today. And the reason we do that is we take that height there with the capstone in place, the missing capstone, I'll explain in a minute, 5813.7 pyramid inches high, and if you measure from the South Pole to where I was born, it is the same number, 5813.7 kilometres. And the distance around the Earth, slight correction, to Nell Street, not to where I was born, to where I was born is the word comforter. You can look it up. Now, this one here, the distance around the Earth is 31680 kilometres. Now, I just got a phone call from Janelle. She's driving up near Harcourt. They were diverted off the main highway, and approximately 50 police cars were lined up along the highway, searching cars. You'd have to say, what are they doing? I'll tell you what the problem is. The galactic cross. So let's just get rid of this as the Earth, and I'll use that circle as the galactic cross. Okay. Now do another one. So you've got the galactic cross. Only happens every 6,000 to 6,500 years. in a procession of the equinox you've got 26,000 years. When I was born, my grandfather Alfred Marshall was 26,000 days old. On July 11, 2010, solar eclipse will occur at the 25-degree latitude by 112.58 degrees west. That's over a couple of hundred miles, 1,000 miles at the most, into the coast of United States from the west coast. If you measure from this precise location, which is in the southern hemisphere, to Nell Street, it is the height of the pyramid in pyramid inches. I've got it written down here somewhere. Let's get this right. Where I was born is 4849.3 nautical miles, which is the height of the pyramid in feet with the capstone in place. And the reason I keep on harping on about the capstone in place is that, well, I should finish this up first. The distance in nautical miles to Nell Street is 5020, and 48493 to where I was born. That's that one. We measure to Nell Street, it's 5020, and that number is Nebuchadnezzar, and in Greek it is to cast into hell. So the world is dominated by Babylon, which is Nebuchadnezzar, and it's going to be cast into hell. So what we have then is this date that's coming up where the cross is going to be precisely centered, and that date is June the 3rd, 2010. On June the 3rd, 1769, Cook observed the transition of Venus in the year 1769.